I started to look into the details of nursery operations and different models that were being used around the country. I learned of one in the Midwest where plants for restoration projects were being grown in the local corrections facility. It sounded like an excellent idea with potential to spin off the environmental social model that has already begun with Ready. I sent an email to Director Jack Kavanaugh to test the waters for such an idea. A little bit to my surprise, he said yes right away. Around that same time, the County Office of Community Sustainability was working on a proposal to Maryland Department of Natural Resources, and they included some nursery startup funds.
This isn't just a win. It's not just a win-win. It's not just a win-win-win. It's a win-win-win-win. And when I say that, I mean we're restoring the environment, we're developing youth, we're also helping those who are staying with us for hopefully a short time and helping to make the recidivism much less, and providing them with an opportunity to have some pride and accomplishment in something and getting a better work schedule and understanding responsibility and giving them all the tools they need as they come back out to be part of our community. And fourth, these native plants can be used by Howard County government, and we can be using these to plant in other areas and continue to make our community more sustainable. So frankly, it's a fifth win, making our community more sustainable. I mean, how often do you get to do that?
Oftentimes when we hear about Howard County, we hear about fabulous things like, you know, the roads and the schools and the parks and what have you. But there's even more to community. There are things like our values, like collaboration, reinvesting in our environment, giving people a second chance, giving people a first chance, making sure that our young people can work together to find their way to leadership, their way to environmental sustainability, to build things that'll last beyond any of us here. And this type of program is just like that.
That's what's so great about this program, is that it develops skills that you may never knew you had. And I think it doesn't just stay within youth, it could develop into people that definitely need it. Like, I think the best example is like inmates, you know, coming out of jail or coming out of corrections, and they can't really find a job. And I think Ready would be a great program for the next step. And I think that's what the coolest thing about this program is, it just develops you for the next step.
With work like the Ready program, this is where we can kind of take the goals we have for restoring the environment, and as Executive Kittleman said, you know, it's a win-win-win-win, but it's the idea that we add a lot of strength to those goals of restoring the environment when we integrate them with the goals we have in our local communities. And this Ready program is really a great example of that, an approach that Howard County was willing to take with us, with PATH, with many other partners, to kind of look at how do we combine the goals of reducing stormwater runoff, providing meaningful job training and work for young adults in the community, and at the same time build a stewardship ethic within our communities.
Yeah, you guys